Doctors, engineers, artists, professions shape our world. In this episode, we'll explore words that describe different careers and occupations. With definitions, examples, and images, let's master the vocabulary of professions. Compositor as noun. A machine or system used to set type and arrange text for printing. A person who sets type and arranges text for printing. With the advent of digital technology, the role of the compositor has evolved significantly. As a compositor, attention to detail and precision are essential skills. The printing press employs skilled compositors to ensure the accuracy and quality of the printed material. The compositor carefully arranged the typeface for the new edition of the book. In traditional printing, the compositor would assemble each page by hand. Curator as noun. A person responsible for the care, management, and maintenance of a museum, art collection, library, or other cultural institution. A person who selects, organizes, and presents content or exhibits for public viewing, often with expertise in a specific field or subject area. The zoo's curator of mammals supervised the care and well-being of the animal inhabitants. As the curator of the contemporary art gallery, she was responsible for acquiring new pieces and planning exhibitions. The digital archives curator ensured the preservation and accessibility of historical documents and records. The museum's curator meticulously curated the exhibit, showcasing rare artifacts from ancient civilizations. The botanical gardens curator oversaw the cultivation of various plant species and maintained the grounds. Optician as noun. A healthcare professional who specializes in the fitting, dispensing, and adjusting of corrective lenses, such as eyeglasses or contact lenses, based on prescriptions provided by ophthalmologists or optometrists. A person who designs, manufactures, or sells optical instruments, devices, or products used for vision correction, protection, or enhancement. The local optician offers a wide selection of fashionable frames and lenses to suit every style and budget. The optician repaired the broken hinge on the patient's glasses and adjusted the fit to prevent slipping. She visited the optician to have her new prescription glasses fitted and adjusted for optimal comfort and vision correction. The optician conducted a vision test to determine the correct prescription for the patient's contact lenses. The optician recommended specialized lenses with blue light filtering technology to alleviate digital eye strain. Chemist is noun. A person who is trained in and practices chemistry, either in a laboratory setting or in an industrial or academic context. A person who sells or dispenses chemical substances, especially in a retail setting. She works as a chemist in a pharmaceutical company, developing new drugs. The industrial chemist oversees the production process to ensure the quality and safety of chemical products. The university hired several chemists to teach courses and conduct research in the chemistry department. The chemist conducted experiments to analyze the properties of the new compound. The chemist at the pharmacy filled the prescription for the patient. Farrier as noun. A person who shoes horses and cares for their hooves, often trained in equine hoof care and blacksmithing. Our local farrier is known for his expertise and gentle handling of horses. The farrier inspected the horse's hooves for signs of lameness or injury. The farrier used specialized tools to shape and nail the horseshoes onto the horse's hooves. The farrier came to the stable every 6 weeks to trim and shoe the horses. She apprenticed with a skilled farrier to learn the art of horseshoeing. Glazier is noun. A person who specializes in cutting, installing, and repairing glass in windows, doors, and other structures. The glazier replaced the broken window pane with a new piece of glass. My uncle trained as a glazier and has been in the business for over 20 years. The glazier carefully measured the dimensions before cutting the glass to fit the window frame. The shop front was damaged during the storm, so we called a glazier to repair it. We hired a glazier to install energy-efficient windows in our home. Oculist is noun. A medical professional specializing in the diagnosis, treatment, and management of disorders affecting the eyes and vision. An eye doctor or ophthalmologist. An optometrist or optician. A healthcare practitioner trained to provide vision care, prescribe corrective lenses, and assist with eye-related issues. The oculist detected early signs of glaucoma during the routine eye examination. The local oculist fitted her with contact lenses to correct her nearsightedness. The oculist recommended regular eye exercises and a balanced diet to maintain optimal eye health. She visited the oculist for a comprehensive eye exam and new prescription glasses. The elderly gentleman relied on the expertise of his trusted oculist to monitor his cataracts and manage his vision impairment. Cobbler as noun. A dessert consisting of fruit, typically apples, peaches, or berries, baked with a topping of biscuit dough or batter. A person who repairs or makes shoes. Grandma made a delicious peach cobbler for dessert. The cobbler fixed the torn sole of her favorite boots. He learned the trade of a cobbler from his father. She took her worn-out shoes to the local cobbler for repair. The bakery down the street sells various flavors of cobbler, including cherry and blueberry. Fishmonger as noun. A person who sells fish, typically in a market or seafood store. A retailer or vendor specializing in the sale of fresh fish and seafood products. The fishmonger filleted the fish with precision and skill, ensuring the highest quality cuts. The family-owned fishmonger shop has been serving the community for generations. She visited the fishmonger's stall to purchase salmon for dinner. The fishmonger at the local market always has a wide selection of fresh seafood. Many coastal towns have a bustling fish market where fishmongers sell the day's catch to locals and tourists alike. Lapidist is noun. A person who cuts, polishes, or engraves gemstones or semi-precious stones, typically for use in jewelry or decorative objects. An expert in the art or craft of working with gemstones, possessing knowledge of various lapidary techniques and materials. The lapidist spent hours carefully shaping and polishing the raw emerald into a dazzling gemstone for the pendant. The lapidist's creations were prized for their exceptional craftsmanship and attention to detail, attracting collectors and enthusiasts from around the globe. The lapidist's workshop was filled with tools and equipment used for cutting, grinding, and shaping gemstones, along with displays of finished jewelry pieces. Many lapidists specialize in particular types of gemstones, such as diamonds, sapphires, or opals, honing their skills to achieve mastery in their chosen field. As a lapidist, she traveled the world in search of rare and unique gemstones, sourcing materials for her exquisite jewelry designs. Grazier as noun. A person who raises and manages grazing livestock, especially cattle or sheep. One who owns or operates a ranch or pasture for the purpose of grazing animals. The family has been graziers for generations, tending to their herds on the vast open plains. The local economy relies heavily on the income generated by graziers who sell their livestock at market. The graziers moved their sheep to higher ground during the dry season to ensure they had enough grazing land. As a grazier, he spent most of his days out in the fields, monitoring the health and growth of his livestock. The grazier oversaw the care and feeding of hundreds of cattle on his ranch. Ironmonger as noun. A dealer in ironware, a hardware merchant, a person who sells hardware or iron goods. The ironmonger shop has been a fixture in the town for over a century. He inherited the family business and became a successful ironmonger. The ironmonger's trade was booming due to increased construction in the area. The village relied on the ironmonger for essential supplies. The local ironmonger sells everything from nails to garden tools. Architect is noun. A person who designs buildings and, in many cases, also supervises their construction. A person who is responsible for inventing or realizing a particular idea or project. The team hired an architect to design their new website. The architect's vision transformed the city skyline with innovative skyscraper designs. Frank Lloyd Wright is renowned as one of the greatest architects of the 20th century. The architect drew up plans for the new office building. The ancient Egyptians relied on skilled architects to design and construct their pyramids. Custodian as noun. A person or organization legally entrusted with the care and management of financial assets or property on behalf of others, such as a guardian, trustee, or steward. A person who has responsibility for or looks after something, such as a building, property, or asset, and ensures it is kept safe, clean, and in good condition. The custodian of the school ensured that the classrooms were cleaned and maintained regularly. The custodian of the company's data center monitored the security systems and ensured the integrity of the servers and networks. The bank serves as the custodian of the client's investment portfolio, managing the assets according to the client's instructions. As the custodian of the museum's collection, he oversaw the preservation and conservation of valuable artworks. The custodian of the estate was responsible for managing the deceased person's assets and distributing them according to the will. Druggist is noun. A person who is licensed to prepare and dispense drugs. A pharmacist or apothecary. A proprietor or employee of a store that sells medicinal drugs and related products. The druggist filled the prescription for the patient. She visited the local druggist to purchase over-the-counter medication. The druggist shop carried a wide range of pharmaceuticals, toiletries, and health products. The druggist advised the customer on the proper dosage for the medication. The small town had only one druggist, who also served as a trusted advisor to the community. Milliner as noun. A person who designs, makes, or sells hats, especially women's hats. A shop or store where hats are made or sold. The milliner specializes in vintage-inspired hats with a modern twist. The historic district is known for its charming boutiques, including several milliners. She visited the local milliner to find the perfect hat for the wedding. The milliner crafted custom hats for celebrities and royalty. The milliner showcased her latest designs at the fashion show. Draper as noun. A merchant or shop specializing in the sale of fabrics, curtains, upholstery, and related items. A person or business that sells cloth, fabric, or textiles, typically for clothing or home furnishings. The local draper offered a wide selection of fabrics for dressmaking and upholstery. The draper shop was known for its high-quality fabrics and personalized service. The historic town center still has a few traditional drapers among its shops. She visited the draper to purchase materials for her latest sewing project. The draper supplied the theater with the velvet curtains for the upcoming production. Fruiterer is noun. A person who sells fruit, typically in a retail setting such as a market or grocery store. A tradesperson or merchant specializing in the sale of fresh fruits and sometimes vegetables. She stopped by the fruiterer on her way home to pick up some apples for baking. The neighborhood fruiterer takes pride in providing organic and locally grown fruits to the community. The fruiter are sourced as fruits from local farms, ensuring their freshness and quality. The local fruiter always offers a wide selection of ripe and juicy fruits. The fruiterer stall at the farmer's market was bustling with customers eager to buy fresh produce. Florist is noun. A business establishment or shop that specializes in the sale of flowers, plants, bouquets, and floral decorations. A person who sells flowers, floral arrangements, and related accessories, often operating a retail store or working in the floral industry. Many brides-to-be consult with a florist to design custom floral arrangements for their weddings. The florist shop was adorned with vibrant displays of flowers and greenery, attracting customers with its fragrant blooms. She visited the florist to purchase a colorful arrangement of tulips for her mother's birthday. The local florist created a beautiful bouquet of roses for the wedding ceremony. The florist recommended a selection of seasonal flowers for the centerpiece of the dinner table. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.